Kate boarded a plane. It was the only flight today, but the huge cabin was almost empty. When she sat down, the light above her flickered. The man next to her, Lucas, said it was normal, which made her feel a little better. Then she heard a loud noise from the back. An old woman was panicking and wanted to get off the plane. The flight attendant couldn't calm her down. Since Kate was a psychiatrist, she went to help. She thought the old woman was having a panic attack. After Kate talked to her, the woman felt much better. Back in her seat, Kate heard a strange scraping sound above her. Lucas looked confused, but the sound kept going. Feeling uneasy, Kate went to the bathroom to splash water on her face. Suddenly, she heard her mother's voice outside the door. She opened the door and found herself in her childhood home, which was empty. Her mother's voice came from a bedroom. When she opened that door, she was back on the plane. It all felt like a dream. As she turned to go back to her seat, she saw a shadow behind her, but it vanished. A flight attendant asked her to sit down because the plane was taking off. Kate went back to her seat and kissed her daughter, which made her feel real again. After a smooth takeoff, Kate finally relaxed. Up front, a businessman was sketching something. He asked the artist behind him what he was doing, and the artist just said, "Pendulum that dies down." The businessman thought he was strange and ignored him. Soon, everyone was asleep except for two flight attendants, who sat without moving or showing any emotion. Then, all the windows turned red, but the flight attendants still didn't move. Kate fell asleep and had a dream about being 7 years old. She was eating dinner with her mom. When she looked in the mirror, her mom's face was covered in blood. But when she looked at her mom, everything was normal. In the mirror, the blood was still there. She began to suspect the woman wasn't her real mom. She heard the scraping sound again, and her mom's body began to twist. Kate woke up, relieved to see the cabin was normal. But then the plane started shaking from turbulence. A man in the back cabin suddenly collapsed. Unable to breathe, Kate, a psychiatrist, told everyone to lay him down and performed CPR. The man suddenly opened his eyes, grabbed Kate's neck, and started muttering strange words. Kate pushed him away, but no one else saw what happened. They were just surprised by Kate's actions. Lucas called Kate's name, trying to get her attention. Kate saw a black hand and a scary face come from the back row. The man stopped shaking and died, and the shadow disappeared. The plane shook violently again, and a flight attendant was thrown into the air. Kate quickly shielded her daughter. The plane stabilized, and her daughter was safe. In that moment, Kate finally understood what was happening.